political insiders, Tony May on the Democratic side and Charlie Giroux on the Republican side. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today, as always.
Happy St. Valentine's Day.
Same to you.
Thank you. And Rob.
Thank you. And to you and you. Big shakeup today. A CBS News New York Times poll came out that now puts Rick Santorum above Mitt Romney. Let's start with you, Charlie. What's going on here with the Republican Party?
Well, this has been a season of ups and downs for the various Republican candidates. This is an up for Rick Santorum. Now he gets to meet the Romney attack machine. So we'll see whether there's a down on the near horizon for him.
Do you feel the same way?
Well, I think this is a popularity contest at best at this point. And this demonstrates that everybody gets a day in the sun, 15 minutes of fame, however you want to look at it. But he also gets the scrutiny that goes with it. And this is a time to start looking at some of those things that Rick Santorum has said over the years and published in his books that might come back to haunt him.
One thing about the poll I just want to toss in, Tanya, 60% said it's too early to make a final decision.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I'm suggesting. This process is anything but a sprint. Typically, the presidential campaigns have been over very early. The rules were designed this year to make this a protracted process, to make it last as long as it possibly could. The first day that you could mathematically get the Republican nomination was April 24th, the original day for our primary. It may still be. So there's a lot of water to go over the dam. This is going to be a long process, and voters have not yet made up their minds. So Newt Gingrich and Ron Paul both have cause to be very happy as well. But today is Rick Santorum's day in the sun, as Tony mentioned.
Now, Santorum, 6 months ago, if you would have said he would be leading the polls at this point, I think a lot of people would say you're out of your mind. What has brought him to this point, to this surge?
Well, part of it is that he's been steadfast and determined. I know that the example I like to use the best is 1992, when Bill Clinton defied all the odds and stayed in the race. When everybody said you should drop out, Rick Santorum has done that this time, and it's brought him to the Final Four. And that's a pretty good position in which to find yourself, largely because he just had pluck and determination and stayed in there.
And nobody's... I'm sure the other point is, because he was so far behind, nobody bothered to attack him. So
he hasn't been there.
I think he has to stand scrutiny.
Tony does make a good point there. I agree with that. He has not yet. He's been, the favorite son in many respects.
Right.
Nobody's laid a glove on him yet. And as I said early on, now he meets the Romney attack machine.
Could get tougher.
Right.
Well, if you're in Obama's camp, what are you thinking about these polls when they come out?
Oh, I think that secretly, people in the Obama camp, Obama supporters like myself, are delighted that the Republican Party has turned this into a serial boxing match, that they pummel each other every week. And the only thing that I'm disappointed in this week, there is no primary and there are no debates. They're just sort of having a bye week.
All right, well, we want to get to this. We don't have a lot of time, but we do want to get to the state filing here for federal and state offices. Today was the deadline, so essentially by end of business day today, we'll know who will be running for president, essentially. Running
for president and also running for state auditor general, treasurer, attorney general for our congressional seats, but not for the House and Senate, not for the state House and Senate.
And for the delegates to the two conventions. And it is significant, Tanya, these filings, because as you know, both Rick Santorum and Newt Gingrich missed the filing deadline in Virginia and aren't going to even be on the ballot. Santorum's missed a couple of other places across the country, and these things may come back to haunt their candidacies down the road. So it's significant that all four will be on the Pennsylvania ballot come April 24th.
Okay, we'll have to wait and see. Charlie, Tony, thank you so much, guys, as always. And you can catch our political insiders every Tuesday right here on CBS 21 News at 5:30.